We've come down to Cardiff Met Tennis Centre. We've come to see the Progress Tour and the people running it, meet some of the tennis players, and later on go to the Recovery Hub and see some of the physios in action with the tennis players. Excited to see some tennis in action. I've never seen tennis in person, at least not at this level.
So I'm David Quayle, I'm 24 and I'm playing the Progress Tour sponsored by Novellis at Cardiff Met. So I started when I was 5 years old, so I moved over, I was born in Australia, moved over to Wigan, and so I played it as like a family hobby, and it was just for fun, and we used to go to local tennis club, and my personality, I got very competitive and wanted to play more, and it just kind of snowballed, and now it's my profession, and I mean, it's just something I enjoy a lot, and enjoy the competition and the sport, so yeah.
So my name is Barry Fulcher, I'm the tournament director and founder of the Progress Tour. I founded the Progress Tour back in 2018, so we've been going since then. So we've always tried to provide multiple matches for players, so it's not you turn up, play, knock out and you go home. We've always tried to create those multiple playing opportunities for players, and this event's no different. Day 3 today, players are all playing their third match. So the top 2 players in each group from today will progress through to the semi-finals tomorrow. So there's no doubt we've had some tired bodies after a really long day's action yesterday. Tennis, unfortunately, is very top-heavy in terms of the opportunity for players to earn a living and call themselves professionals. So my goal has always been to try and provide more opportunities for a broader group of players, because there's a lot of very good players, such as we've seen today, that deserve the opportunity to earn a living that currently don't. Just did an interview with our last match winner there, Alexis Cantor, who's sort of 25, 26 years old now, and has described the sort of journey he's gone on. It takes a long time to mature physically, mentally, tactically, all of that, the different elements that come into it, and it's trying to keep more players in the game for longer so they can reach their potential, whatever that potential might be.
How long have you got left?
Not long.
Perfect.
I always think it's one of those things to stay on top of. Like, that's why I said to Charlie, come in before, because I know he's had some issues with his back. Like, stay on top of your legs, because it just, like you say, calves are horrible. I'm gonna measure out where we want the tape just while he's lying down, purely because easier for me in terms of handling him, and then he can relax a little bit more. Get ready, might be a little bit chilly. We're gonna do the sticky spray. So I tend to try and spray where I'm doing the tape so that their clothes aren't sticking to them and get irritated, especially in the back where you've got your t-shirts and stuff. That nice stretch position. First one goes on with no stretch, and then put about 50–75% stretch on. And then again, take the stretch off, and the end just sits nice and flat so that you're not sort of putting any pressure that it might come off. Kind of use that first one as a nice guide. So I know that's kind of where his pain is. So that's where I'm going to try and focus this sort of pinch point tape. So around there. This one, you want to put a nice stretch on that center one. So we've taken the center one off first. And then I tend to go in with a little bit of a lift in there. Make sure that's nice and stuck down. And again, the ends, you don't want any stretch. So we've kind of lifted it even more in that bit where he particularly gets the pain. You can see those sort of nice creases that we were chatting about, so we know it's doing its job.
But you have to do this. I get roped into all of this stuff.
Yeah, needs to be clicked on. It's better on the table. Yes, and it's lovely.
Hello.
Informal.
I'm Billy Barclay. I'm the head of tennis at Cardiff Met. These are students that are studying to become the next physios, to become the next sports therapists. It's great to sit in a classroom and study, but until you're getting practical hands-on experience, almost it's, what's the point in just learning the theory of it? So to get them hands-on, to get them taping people, massaging people, etc., is great learning for them.
Day 4 is now finished. We're going to head over to the Recovery Hub where the physios are going to meet all the athletes, give them some massages, any sports therapy that they need, and we'll have an insight into that. We'll go through quads and calves, hammies and calves first. So when you jump into that ITB, do the leg under the calf.
Yeah, so then you just reduce where that tension is so you can get through it a little bit better. Yeah. Just chatting to Ewan, and he was just chatting about our quads are feeling a little bit tight. So just did like some palpation around the quads, and we managed to find what is kind of, lots of people know them as trigger points. So it's just like adhesions in the muscles that are kind of like built up. So like lots of people might call them knots. So when you're like, oh, I feel like I've got a knot in my shoulder, it's kind of like an adhesion, and you can kind of sit on them and do what you call trigger point therapy, where you kind of sit on that knot and you essentially take it from that, and then as you sit on it, it all relaxes and goes nice and like aligned again. And we're getting some nice from Ewan, to be fair. Getting some, you sometimes see like a twitch from the muscle. When it like releases, you kind of get that twitch. So day number 3 and the kind of end of the group stages, there was 2 groups that the boys were playing in. Today was the end of that. So you then can take your top 2 players, and the top 2 players from both of those groups go into the semis. So we've gone from 8 players down to 4 players. And at the end of all of the days at the Progress Tour, we've had what's called the Recovery Hub, which is back at the hotel for the boys. So there was the match day hub up at the tournament, and then Recovery Hub back here. And it's just a chance for a little bit more focus of soft tissue. So up on match day hub, it's like prep, waking their muscles up, getting them ready for the game. And here is just about relaxing them, getting them nice and ready to go into sort of the next tournament day. There's ice cryotherapy they can jump on, soft tissue. They've got their sort of, the nutrition's a little bit more focused again around like preparation and stuff. And yeah, so that's what the Recovery Hub is.
Amazing. Yeah, we were just having a little chat.
What a day. So nice to see tennis up front. I feel like I'm chatting to you. So I've never seen like tennis people in real life. Brain is mush. Oh, I need a sports massage. Good day. Cool to see some tennis. Cool to see some physios doing all their business. Be good. Nice to see tennis. Yeah. Let's go home.